going on, guys? Let's see how we can do this problem right here. The question is asking to find the area between these two curves. So let's try to draw the diagram first, right? Let's try to draw the graph first. So let's see how the graph is going to look like. So first of all, we have to know, since we have x, in terms of x, this is going to be a different thing, right? Because we know that if it's y is equal to x square, we know this is going to open up, parabola opening up. If it's y is equal to negative x square, parabola opening down, right? Parabola opening down. So if you see, if it's positive x square, this is going in the positive y direction, right? So the same thing goes right here. If it's a positive y square, it's the parabola open to the positive x values, right? Here it's positive y values, it's positive x values right here. That's the thing. And if we have something like that, we put 4 units down in the negative axis, right? So here if we have negative 4, we just put it to the right, negative 4 right here, right? So this is where it's going to start, and it's opening up, it's been going to the positive direction, right? So that way you can relate and draw this one. How about this one right here? This is going to be a straight line, we know that. And if it's y is equal to x, it's going from here to here, right? Like if it's y is equal to x goes through the origin, and you have to notice that it's going through the positive x values. Here it's same thing. If it's a positive y, it goes through the positive y values. So that's way we can relate and draw this graph. So let's go ahead and draw this graph. So first of all, we know this is going to start from negative 2, so it's been 2 units down. So in this case 2 units left. So 2 units left, so this is going to be negative 2. The line is going to cross through this and go like this, right? So this is going to be the line right here. And how about 2y square minus 4? So it's going to be starting from here, minus 4, and it goes like this. So until now we don't know where it's going to cross. We just draw a random diagram, and then we find out from using the formulas. So how we can find the touching areas? So here we need the limits of integration. Limits of integration is when we have in terms of y, we use x-axis for limits of integration. Whatever the x values that touching, if it's a graph like this, these two were the limits of integration. If it's in terms of x, we have to find the y values, right? So we have to find the y values where both line touches. So that's going to be the limits of integration. And the area we are going to find is this area, shaded region. And let's see how we can figure this out. So for this one, to figure the touching part, we have to just equate these two equations, and that's going to give us the y values where these two meets, right? So let's go ahead and equate this one. So we have 3y minus 2 is equal to 2y square minus 4. So if you rearrange this one, it's going to be 2y square minus 3y, and if I bring that negative 2 to this side, it's going to be positive 2. So positive 2 minus 4, that's going to be minus 2, right? Now if we multiply this value by this one, it's going to be negative 4. So we have to find a value that when we multiply negative 4 and when we add, we have to get negative 3. So let's figure out. So minus 4 plus 1 will work. So we can expand this one as 2y square minus 4y plus y minus 2. And if I take 2 common, it's going to be 2y common. This is going to be y minus 2 right here. And here if I take plus 1, this is going to be y minus 2. So in this case we have 2y plus 1 and then y minus 2. So from this one we know that y is equal to minus half, y is equal to 2. So these are the 2 points that these two curves touches each other. So here this is going to be the minus half since it's in negative y-axis, and here we are going to have 2, right? So we have minus half and 2. So this is going to be the limits of integration. So let's go ahead and plug it in the equation, and we have to know what equation we are going to use. So when we had in terms of y, we use limits upper function. For example, here let's say this is y is equal to x, so x minus, if it's y is equal to x minus x square minus 4 minus x square minus 4, right? It was like this. What about this one in terms of x? So we treat that left as our upper direction and right as our lower direction, I mean down function. So here this is going to be the top value. So this is going to be the function. So this is right minus left. Here up minus down, here right minus left. So this is, we know that the equation for this line is 3y minus 2. 3y minus 2, and this one was 2y square minus 4. So integration is going to be, we know the limits of integration, that is these values, minus half to 2 and then right minus left. So 3y minus 2 minus 2y square minus 4, then dy, right? When we write in terms of x, this is dy. When we write in terms of y, it's dx. So this is the equation we are going to use. Let's go ahead and do the integration, right? So let's do the simplification first. So this is going from minus half to 2, and if I take the bracket out, this is going to be 3y minus 2 minus 2y square plus 4 dy. I can let's arrange this one from higher power to lower power. So this is going to be minus half to 2. The highest power is minus 2y square in the front, plus 3y, and we can add these numbers together. This is going to be 4 minus 2, that's going to be plus 2, right? So this is the equation we get, and we can now do the integration. If we integrate this one, that's going to give us, so if we integrate this one, that's going to give us negative 2y cubed divided by 3 plus 3y square divided by 2 plus 2y, right? So this is the integration, and that's going from negative half to 2. Negative half to 2. Let's go ahead and plug those values. So let's continue this one right here, right? I use different color. Okay, here first we are going to apply 2. So this is going to be minus 2 times 2 cube over 3 plus 3 times 2 square over 2 plus 2 times 2, then minus, then we are going to apply negative half. So this is going to be minus 2 times negative half cube over 3 plus 3 times negative half square over 2 plus 2 times negative half, right? So let's do the simplification. So with 2 cubes 8. 8 times negative 2, that's going to be 16. So we have negative 16 divided by 3. Then we have 2 square, that's 4. 4 times 3 is going to be 12. 12 divided by 2. Let's write 6 directly, right? 4 times 3, 12. 12 divided by 2, 6. Plus 4. So this is one side. In the other side, we have negative half cube. Top doesn't change, it's negative 1. And bottom 2 cube is going to be 8. So we just put negative 2 times, this is negative doesn't change because it's an odd power, so we just keep negative 1 over 8, right? In the bottom we have 3 plus negative half square, so top is going to stay 1, bottom is going to be 4. So since it's an even function, even power, this is going to be positive. So this is going to be 3 times 1 over 4 divided by 2. And the next one is going to be just negative 1 because 2 cancels, negative 1 remaining. So we can just directly write negative 1 right here. Right. So let's I continue this one right here. So let's do the simplification. So we have simplified like this. So this is going to be negative 6 to, we can add this 6 and 4. So that's going to give us, don't forget the bracket, because if we don't put the bracket, that's going to change everything. So let's put the bracket. We have negative 16 over 3. 16 over 3 plus 6 plus 4, that's going to be 10. So this is in one side. And the other side, we can just multiply this negative 2 times negative 1 over 8. That's going to give us positive, negative, negative, positive. And we have 2 over 8. That's going to give us 1 over 4. So 1 over minus 1 over 4 divided by 3. then plus 3 times 1 over, so 1 over this 4 can be brought to bottom, so that's going to be 3 over 8 minus 1. And let's go ahead and continue this run right here. I use different color. So here we have minus 10 over 3 plus 10. So this can be written as minus 16 divided by 3 plus 30 divided by 3, common denominator, right? Then here this one, I can write this one as minus 1 over 12 plus 3 over 8 minus 1. So let's simplify this one. This is going to be just 14 over 3 minus, we have this one right here. So here we have to do the common denominator thing. So we have 12 and 8. Which one can be common denominator? Right? So here, if you think about this, we can choose. You know what? I take everything together and then do the common denominator. So let's take this all of this thing together and then do the common denominator, right? So here we have 3 over 8. Yeah. So let's take everything together. We have so we added these together, and now let's get rid of this bracket. So this is going to be minus 1 over 12, and then we have minus, if I take the bracket out, this is going to be minus 3 over 8, then this is going to be plus 1, right? So let's think about this. 8 times 3, 24. So 24 can be a common denominator right here. So let's take 24 common denominator. 24 common denominator. If I take 24 common denominator, this is 24 divided by 3, that's going to be 8. So I have to multiply, wait, 3 times 8 is 24, right? Yeah, so I have to multiply the top by 8. So 14 times 8. 8 times 10 is going to be 80. 8 times 4, 32. So 80 plus 32, that's going to be 112. So 112 is going to be 14 times 8, and then we have to multiply this one by 2, that's going to be just minus 2. Then here we are going to have times 3, that's going to be minus 9. And then this is going to be times 24, that's going to be just 24. So if we add them together, that's going to give us 112 minus 11, that's going to be 101. 101 plus 24, that's going to be 125 divided by 24. So that's going to be the area of this shaded region, and that's how we do this kind of problems. I hope you guys find this video helpful. See you next time.